We're going live. Wow. Hey all, it's Nardi.
And Chris.
And Steve. And this is the Daily Espresso, short shots of big ideas. And as I have my awesome espresso from Bawa Cafe in Hawthorne, we're going to mix it up today and do a bit of a different one where we're going to talk about software and how that's going to get your life back, especially if you're in a cafe or restaurant. And we're really fortunate to have Steve from Xero here today, who's going to embark on some of his experiences, and he's going to share his experiences, and he's also going to tell us a little bit about Xero, which Steve works for, and we believe is a very instrumental piece of software in not only our business but in so many businesses out there of our clients, and especially for restaurant and cafe owners. So I'm going to ask the first question of everyone, and I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to say, are you using cloud accounting software? And if the answer is no, what I want you to do is find the nearest wall. I then want you to walk to it, and when you get to it, I want you to bang your head against it 3 times. Done it yet? All right. Maybe do it afterwards, because I don't want you to lose concentration by the time while we're going through this. So the reason I want you to do that is if you haven't moved on to a cloud software for your accounting, amongst other things, then you're really losing your life, and I want you to get your life back through that. Now so that was a big one for me. Now we're gonna mix it up a bit. Like I said, we've got Steve, we've got a very special guest, and we want to make sure we hear from him. So Chris is gonna ask a couple of cues, and then Steve's gonna is gonna bring some life to this. So over to you, Chris.
Well, Steve, maybe if you start by giving us a little bit of the intro to Xero and what Xero is all about, and what it brings to business owners. And then I know, as Nardi said, you've had the cafe. So I guess give us a bit of an example of what difference having the tech and having Xero would have made in your business back when you were at the coalface.
Absolutely. So thanks for having me on your show, Nardi and Chris. So Xero basically is a cloud-based accounting software. So it's beautifully designed, and it just makes it simple for people to use. It's designed for non-accountants, so basically business owners. So very simple, easy. When it is simple and easy, you tend to get your accounts done on time. Also, one of the main things that I've used is the automatic bank feed, so where the transactions come through automatically and you can code them. So a little bit about my business. I started off cafe, and I had a point of sale system. Actually, I don't think you'd call it a point of sale system. It's a cash register, good old Sharp. And the reason why I went down that path is because I wanted to invest money on the fit out, and the cash register was the last thing I wanted to spend on. So what I did is I had a simple cash book, and small business, a lot of paperwork. I was able to streamline all my transactions and just coded them based on money I deposited or expenses that I paid. So really simple and easy. However, when the business started to make a little bit of money, I did invest in a point of sale system, and some of the stuff that I felt was crucial was all the intelligence that you get from it. So just knowing when customers came in, average spend, customer count, times that they bought stuff, so being able to work out rosters better. So that stuff is crucial. So if I was to do it again, I'd get the point of sale system straight up and connect it with an accounting software just to get that integration.
And really to get your life back, and not spend so much time doing things the caveman way. Awesome.
Well, I guess then, thinking of that, to keep wrapping it up then, what's the one key takeaway? I know once people recover from smacking their head against the wall like Nardi advised, what's the one key takeaway that someone can do, probably not before the weekend, but over next week, that, if you went back in a time machine, what would be the one thing that you would do in the next week to integrate to get your life back?
Well, I think it's perfect timing because it's our switch season. So, 1st of July is always a great time to move software. So if you're not using a cloud-based system, have a talk to your accountant, your bookkeeper, talk to us. and switch your accounting stuff over, because it'll save you so much time, plus all the different add-ons that you can connect. So, you know, get your accounting platform, which is your base, onto a cloud-based system, and then after that, you know, have a look at all our add-ons. There's over 500 now ecosystem add-ons that connect with our back end, so it saves you from, you know, pushing things and doing manual things from one system to the other. Automation.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Steve. And that's what we spoke about yesterday. A couple of days ago, automating your business to get your life back, or automating your business so that you can concentrate on what matters most. And that might be, you know, your family. It doesn't have to be work related, or it might be marketing, or it might be the analytics behind your marketing, or the analytics like Steve just mentioned about, you know, who's actually buying from you, how often they're buying, when they're buying. And point of sale system coupled with an amazing accounting system is going to give you that. And we want you to embrace that technology because it's out there, it's available, and it's cheap, and it gets your life back. All right, and that's worth your time. It's worth your time. It's worth your money to get your time back. It's been a real pleasure having Steve, having you here, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. It's Chris.
Thanks, Steve.
And Nardi, and this is the Daily Espresso, short shots of big ideas from Bawa in Hawthorne. Thanks for having us. Cheers.